Looking for peak performance and show-stopping looks? US Radiator delivers the cooling you need. And hey, for more awesome builds and insights, hit that subscribe button for ScottieDTV. Carl?
Scotty D.
How are you, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm good. You know, I always like coming to Columbus. It's your hometown, and
Thanks.
you know where the good restaurants are at.
We had a good meal the other night.
That's right.
It's an old Italian place. You liked it?
Yeah, no, I really did. You said that there's a chance that was the place that introduced pizza to Columbus, Ohio.
That's what they claim, you know.
And like I was saying, it wasn't just good food, it was that whole Italian experience, you know, where, you know, the manager walks around and talks to you and, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, if you're in Columbus, what's the name of the place?
Tat. Yes,
so,
and everybody's going to laugh who's in Columbus. They're going to I know that place. My granddad used to go to.
Right,
he still does.
Right. And it's got good reviews, and so I'm giving it another one. Tell me what we got today.
Well, today we have a GTO that's an Ohio local car as well.
Nice.
The customer, it's a one-owner 65 GTO. He was 17 when he bought it. He had his dad actually had to go and help co-sign it or whatever. You know, you can't just go buy a car at 17.
Right.
So he wanted to order the GTO version that had specific. You know, he didn't want power steering. He wanted a bone stock so he can have power. You know, because he was interested in hot rodding it. And so they looked and looked, and he couldn't get the dealerships down here to get one, but he was able to get one out of Detroit. So he still has like the original bill of sale.
Bought it brand new.
Yeah,
at
brand
17.
New. Yeah.
How does somebody keep a car that long?
Well, that's a good question, right?
Yeah.
So he, the way the story goes, that he packed up. He was going in the Army, and he went down to Texas. He even had a hitch on it. He had that hitch still on it when we started the restoration.
Holy cow.
He hauled a trailer down there, and his girlfriend at the time, now his wife, they've been married for 60 years. Like they started dating, and when he just basically got the car. So
that man don't mess around. He just finds what he likes and goes on with it forever. Yeah,
he's a keeper.
Right.
You know?
He's a keeper. Right.
He's a collector of things. But he's had the car ever since, and it's sat in his garage for like 25 years. And he was in the manufacturing business. He did cryogenic machining and all sorts of neat stuff for NASA and all that kind of stuff. So his focus was a career, but always in the back of his mind, it's like, I want to get that GTO restored one day or running again. So it was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, he called us, and he said he was looking at shops all over the country, and even real close to him, but he saw what we could do. And he stopped in one day and it was like, you know, can you guys do a full restoration? Well, we have. We're known for a custom shop, but we do probably one or two restoration style or original restoring components at some point every year. So we took it on and said, well, you know, we first asked, you sure you don't want a chassis and a Don Hardy nail head to make it look kind of like, you know, something modern. But no, the car was too original, and so the car was all there, and he had some little knickknacks and tidbits that he added onto it in '66, like he put the '66 marker lights on it and did some chrome plating and put some ET wheels on it. So he wanted to take it right back to the period of when he owned the car, you know, all his little modifications, but he commissioned us to do it. That car was a 1-year build, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah?
That was our fastest restoration, and we decided the debut was 2025 SEMA show, and we were at the ARMO Council's banquet, so we got to have the car in that, and Steve got to go up on stage and do an interview, and so he's super proud of the car. You know, he's going to turn 80 this next month, which will be August, and so it's been a dream come true, you know. And at first he was real kind of worried because he's never done a car before, had a shop do all the work that we did, and so great guy to work for. He was very involved because he was like, okay, no, I used to have it like this. The color has to be like this. So, you know, we
had a
worked
vision.
his for his perfection.
And I think he made a good choice in coming to Garrett. And what I think is cool too is because I've shot a lot of your stuff, so if you go back and you look at Garrett Rod Shop's playlist,
right,
you can see that they can do customs, they can do restorations, they can do pro touring, whatever you want, resto mod.
We don't discriminate on, you know, except for I think we stop around like 87 is our cutoff point, just because then things just get real different and weird. But no, street rods to muscle cars to, you know, full out customs. But this was fun for us.
If people want to keep up with you, what's a good way to do that?
Well, of course, at garrettsrodshop.com, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to Scottie D. You'll see us there. And come to some of the shows. You'll find us there.
Right on. You guys always come down for the Dirty Dozen, so it's a good chance.
The Dirty Dozen is a great show. I tell everybody, I've got some friends that want to get involved with you on that for next year. So
we'll see what we can do.
All right.
Carl, thanks so much, brother.
Thanks.
So there you go, the 2026 Columbus Good Guys at Garrett's Rod Shop, and a very nice 1965 GTO. I have no idea how you keep one that long, but lucky him. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.